Welcome to another episode of No Boundaries, a show with music that knows no boundaries, with a host that clearly needs some. Welcome back. This is gonna be like a UK grime hip hop sort of special. It's been quite the week. I'm recording this the day after my birthday. And it was a fun one. It was probably like the most chill, easygoing birthday I've ever had. Normally involves way more alcohol, general consumption, just questionable decisions. This one felt like a middle-aged kind of chill, some people, some food, couple of drinks, early night, weekday. It was nice. Yeah, it's been a weird week. We're not gonna get into too much detail. I did visit Brussels for the first time. Belgium is a weird place. I've used it a lot, and I think I'll keep using it because I think I'm right. The whole design of the city is give the keys to a 5-year-old and see what they would do, and that's Brussels. It's they queue for fried potatoes, literally. That's the national food, is little kiosks that fry bagged, already pre-chopped frozen potatoes, and there's a line for that, legit fucking line, 20 to 50 people waiting to get a plate of fucking fries. It's amazing. It really is amazing. And then, so that's one. Then there's chocolate everywhere and everyone eats waffles. It really is like a 5-year-old's wet dream. I really don't get it. I mean, the whole queuing up for potatoes, honestly, once you've lived in Berlin, where there's queues everywhere, but generally for good reason, and then you see people queuing up for fried potatoes, haven't you heard that you can just fry potatoes at will? Most places have them. It doesn't have to be that big of a deal. It is quite astonishing. But yeah, it was nice. It's a beautiful city. I realized that between Athens and Berlin, I hadn't been to a beautiful European city in a hot minute. I forgot that generally in Europe, places are nice. They're kind of clean, and the architecture is on point, and they make an effort. I've been so trapped in this bubble of Berlin and Athens, which is just shitty, just stinky places, which I love. Because second day already in Brussels, I felt that old joke that people from New York travel to other places and they're they don't have that good of a pizza slice, and it's they just complain about the silliest shit. I found myself just being in Brussels, first day, just looking for a bar that I can have a drink that's not extremely overpriced and be able to smoke a cigarette. I got there by the end, honestly. Couple of fun things happened. We'll get into them a bit later. So this is a UK grime and hip hop edition, mostly because I've been obsessed lately. It's so fucking good. I'm generally late on the bandwagon and a lot of things. The previous episode was about Earth Eater, and this is about UK grime. But it really is something I've kind of discovered in the last year properly, and I'm having such a good time. That's the ambulance ride on cue. Every fucking 5 minutes. It's amazing. I almost missed that. Oh, by the way, Belgium, the ambulances, it's the most hilarious shit. I gotta find it and play it for you. It's 5-year-old keys to the city. It's the ambulance sounds funny. it's almost like they've designed that country so that no one can be unhappy. Like, unhappiness is not possible with waffles, fucking crumbling cookies and hot chocolate and fried potatoes in every corner. It's like, it's amazing. Anyway, so yeah, let's get into this. Let me think. So, the first one, okay, let's start rough. Just to get into the vibe, and then we'll see how we go on from there. So this is My Family by Pasalu featuring Backrow G. Yeah, so let's start with this.
Pussy, what you want from me? Pussy, I don't owe nobody. Front lines, all you see is cats calling. They only wanted up from me. Hey, see me right there, I'm with my family. In the middle of the streets with my family. Big hunting there for my family. Brick it to my family. Bust up, right from a killy, no cap. Bust a bell, make it ring like that. Have you ever seen a madman giggle after? You don't roll up a brother like that. You don't smoke like that. Hey, who want what? Big fat cool, get caught in your melon. BRG, man, I slap with a weapon. No Van Damme, man, slap with your step. Man, warring all of them roaches. I ain't that guy, man, I rising torches. Oh, them by appalling, no my enemies, them falling. Hey, back up, brick it on me. Kick back, man, so he says Van Damme. Oi, let up, we don't know about jamming. This is their ways, that's where I'm standing. Pussy, what you want from me? Pussy, I don't owe nobody. Front lines, all you see is cats calling. They only wanted up from me. Hey, see me right there, I'm with my family. In the middle of the streets with my family. Big hunting there for my family. Brick it to my family. Hey, Pele about that's how the gun sound. They chatting what's they ain't took them round. Cheaty, bang bang, photo tingo clap, tryna hit them figures. Ghetto baby, grow up round them killers. City full of spinners, never touch a civilian. 97 baby, king born a winner. No one villa, they ain't really diligent. I love that shit. Tell me to my roof, let me hit that prick. What the fuck did do? Don't call me again. You wasn't banged up with me in the cell. Tell my babes off her wig. We're going to war. Load out the bills in the magazine. Make sure the blue skirt dirty, not clean. We go clean out the streets. Pussy, what you want from me? Pussy, I don't owe nobody. Front lines, all you see is cats calling. They only wanted up from me. Hey, see me right there, I'm with my family. In the middle of the streets with my family. Big hunting there for my family. Brick it to my family. Really about that's how they gun sound. Really about that's how they gun sounded. Really about that's how they gun sounded. Really about that's how they gun sound. Really about that's how they gun sounded. Really about that's how they gun sounded. Really about that's how they gun sounded.
Fuck yeah. So that was My Family by Pasalu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's Pasalieu, Pasalu, featuring Backrow G. So yeah. Birthday yesterday. I mean, the sweetest thing of all time happened. My mom got a bunch of people at the bar, and they did a birthday cake for me. So they video called me from Athens, and it was bunch of my family, bunch of friends, a birthday cake, fucking candles. They sang for me all through the phone, the video chat, and it was so fucking sweet. It was so sweet. Meanwhile, I was also kind of dressed in drag, so I wasn't wearing makeup yet, so I was trying to be okay, keep the phone on my face, because I was wearing a silk shirt and a corset, and I was not everyone is gonna be okay with this, so let me just keep it straight to my face. No, it was hilarious, but yeah, so that was yesterday. and now today I kind of like stayed home, decomposing. I'm so broke right now that I was like ready to go out, and then I'm like, I don't think I'm feeling it tonight to spend 20 of my 40 euros that I have left. So just stayed in. And now we're doing this show. It's 3 a.m. in Berlin, and we're doing this show. So welcome back to No Boundaries. This is the UK Grime, UK Hip Hop edition. And now we're gonna go to one of my favorite albums of I think it might be this year, right? 2021. I'm gonna check that. But this is Gets, and the album is Conflict of Interest. And I think I'm gonna play track 3 and 4 back to back because I just love those two tracks. So this is Fire and Brimstone and Hop Out. So yeah.
Because I'm from East, I knew Reggie's Gets. Like, that's all that lot. Marcus Nasty, all the Newham gang, innit? It's like Plasto and all them boys. I know they were up to stuff.
How long have I been low? When's the last time I had to wait till dark and climb through a window? When's the last time I had to hide in bush and silent the ringtone? When's the last time I had to go around there with fire and brimstone? Blue lights in my rear view. New life, career too. My girl say you're legit now. Why the feds still scare you? I still get flashbacks. Man done bare moves. Ran up in houses. Filled vans and cleared rooms. Before I had an accountant, I weighed grams in Claire's room. I know she wanted out of it. Was money for a hairdo. Maybe an outfit. I was like fair dues. Cause that was my down chick. From round about year 2. Just jumped in a whip. Driver said where to. I told him Balaam. Catch now, I'll be there soon. Trap house smoky. I know about bear fumes. Ran from the police. Window on an air boom. How long have I been low? When's the last time I had to wait till dark then climb through a window? When's the last time I had to hide in bush and sign at the ringtone? When's the last time I had to go around there with fire and brimstone? How long have I been low? When's the last time I had to wait till dark then climb through a window? When's the last time I had to hide in bush and sign at the ringtone? When's the last time I had to go around there with fire and brimstone?
Distant memory, chased through Blackwall Tunnel, went for a different entry. If they're talking hustle, mine's consistent, not temporary. If they're talking trouble, it was based on instant envy. If they're talking bubbles, back when they was called 120s, look how long I've been styling. How long I've been riding, how long I've been driving, how long was I hiding? Warrant out for my arrest, feds pouring out on my address. Persistent offender, different agenda. I did not surrender. Stereotyped by any system I enter. TDK, nah, I mean TDA, nah, I mean GBH. Free Titch, free Ashman, free Tyler, I feel his pain.
How long have I been low? When's the last time I had to wait till dark then climb through a window? When's the last time I had to hide in bush and sign at the ringtone? When's the last time I had to go around there with fire and brimstone? How long have I been low? When's the last time I had to wait till dark then climb through a window? When's the last time I had to hide in bush and sign at the ringtone? When's the last time I had to go around there with fire and brimstone?
It's live, oh. It's live, oh. So skank out and jump about.
Switch up the vehicle, change the plates and scrape off the cereal. Limousine tint, man can't see me at all. Old school car thief, I could start cars when I had no key at all. How did I start that car? I don't know, it's a miracle. If you wanted a ringer back then, you'd give Colton, CJ or Miracle. Where'd you get that car from? CJ, Colton, Reggie or Marlon. Hot one, riding shotgun, can't get the bra on, now I got hard on. Golf GTI Mark 1. That's how long I've had cars from MR2s and MX5s, RE8L, better recognize.
Hop in and hop out. Hop in and hop out. Hop in and hop out.
Drop the top when it's hot out.
The Just hop in and hop out. Hop in and hop out. Hop in and hop out. Hop in and hop out.
Drop the top and it's hot out.
Just hop in it.
Before man built up to grand theft, I was out here with a still sense and flathead. Slap on the wrist when man got nicked. We were still classed as children back then. Stratford, Plaster, or Milford back then. We used to lick that Ford showroom like every other week. That's wheels from Dagenham. Cars are hills, man, jailed and jacked them. I had whips all right through the winter. Summer 2000, I graduated from the typhoon to ninja. Then it was houses, bamboo sticks, I climbed through the window. Man move swift at night, I can't linger. Man to the blue lights and do sprinter. Young boys getting paper, now everyone wants a cut, but they didn't lift one finger.
Hop in and hop out.
Look at the motherfucking wheels.
Hop in and hop out. Hop in and hop out.
Drop the top and it's hot out.
Just hop in and hop out. Hop in and hop out. Hop in and hop out. Hop in and hop out.
Drop the top and it's hot out.
Just hop in it.
From when I was a teenager, who can say that I ain't seen paper? Year 9, bare crime, black box cars like that's not hard. Next day straight to them and a park key maker. I'm getting 9 for the MX-5 and I got another. I spit, get paid in cars that I live. Blow them on sight, all black double R, get him on bike. Asks, 2 rides, 1 blow. Yeah, I roll deep in the ringer. Fuck it, got no keys for the bimmer. Fuck, niggas ain't done no drive-by shootings. Watch when I buy my new ting, nothing but no. I remember when the bro Bristol used to come and link me in the leather jacket, the black one. The flatted in the pocket. Said he was feeling like Nicolas Cage and gone in 60 seconds. And next day I had school in the morning. I'm pulling up next to the teachers in converts and whatnot. Oh, I was feeling myself, yeah.
Oh my god, this album. That was Fire and Brimstone and then Hop Out from Get's last album from 2021 actually, which is called Conflict of Interest. Gets is spelled Ghetts, and that's definitely an album you should check out. Fuck yeah. Yeah, back to the Brussels trip. Couple of interesting things. One was the main reason I went there was this concert, which actually took place in the theater inside Beaux-Arts, which is the Museum of Contemporary Art there, or one of the museums of contemporary art there. And so Callie Malone was playing, who's badass, boss-ass bitch. Experimental, like, ambient artist. She uses a lot of, I guess, like, a lot of, like, organ, like church organ, cello, piano, and she basically, like, kind of manipulates sound, mostly through, like, analog gear, but electronically, nonetheless. And, yeah, she was playing with, like, live with Lucy Railton and Stephen O'Malley, and they did this, like, insane, like, I don't know, amazing. I mean, it felt like almost like an installation, but it was a live performance, and that was, like, a super intense, out-of-body experience. I'm sure one of the next couple of episodes is gonna be dedicated to that scene. Yeah, so that was beautiful. And then the other thing was, in this kind of like weird Belgium, like trying to find a piece of Berlin so I feel comfortable, which is sad to say. But last night in Brussels, we're basically leaving from like a nice little complex of like bars and restaurants in this area kind of called like Sainte Catherine. And we've been to like some really nice places, had some like drinks, and we're heading home, and we hear like this kind of like music coming from like a super cute building in an alley, and it's basically this empty bar that looks like has like a super nice collection of beers, and me being in my like trying to cling on to the night just in the hopes that something will happen. I'm like, do you want to just like split a last beer just on our way home? And so we go in, and I'm like, hey, I know you're like empty and kind of closing, but could we have like a last beer, maybe outside with a cigarette? And the guy goes, where are you from? I'm like, we're from Greece. And he starts speaking Greek to us, and he's like, this is your lucky night. I'm like now I'm getting scared a little bit. I'm like, why did I lead us down this path again? And then he goes, this is a speakeasy. You can go upstairs. And I'm like, what the fuck? I felt like that was like my kind of like genie in a lamp moment of like being in a city that feels a little bit boring and like not enough, I don't know, life. And then you bump into an empty bar, and then you decide to go in even though it's empty, and then it's a speakeasy, and I'm like, bitch, I'm so ready for this. Oh my god. And we go upstairs, and the place is packed, and there's a live band playing. It's 3 floors of like this super old house that's beautiful, like narrow stairs, wooden floors, like all very like American speakeasy aesthetics, and like old nice armchairs. Everyone's smoking inside, which is not allowed in that country. And I'm like, I found like anywhere I go, I always have one of those moments. I'm like, yes, this is for me. Thank you. This was for me. So that was that was one of the highlights. And only stayed there for 3 days anyway. It's like, it's not long enough to, I don't know why. I think it's because I was like, with the deadlines, I think like my last week in Berlin was non-existent, that I felt like I needed to go out for a drink afterwards, and I was trapped in a city where, and let me tell you something about like Belgians like boast about beer so much. Even that, it's like still like the 5-year-old is making the beers as well, because they're all like tea with bubbles, not bubble tea, like sparkling tea with a hint of alcohol. It's a little bit like, if you like beer, it just feels like a watered down aromatic version of beer. Every time I didn't like get the cheap Pilsner or like the classic ale. Anytime I tried like a Belgian beer, I was like, come on, what is this? Jesus. Anyway, enough me complaining. Let's go back to the scheduled program with this next one is from P Money, featuring Razai the 8th, and the track is called Shook.
If you really check it, there was no like grime for years.
Yeah.
You know, obviously you had the underground man them that was still keeping it grime, like P Money and you know them ones.
Play the beat again, Russ.
Raw, what's going on here, man? I can't lie to you lot, it's not fair, man. Best Grime Mat nominations, probably done one song, and I did it all year, man. And these fake MCs trying to dare, man. I had to switch up the whole idea, man. No one had them explaining themselves. I was like, yeah, here, man. Major labels didn't want to share, man. Distributors trying to get a share, man. Last year, Spotify 10 million. This year, 20 more's got here, man. Big bike, give me 10 and I'm there, man. Festivals, give me 5 and I'm there, man. A lot of people think Grime's different. You know what, man's proud to be weird, man. Because Bear Man shook, they're not releasing cause Bear Man shook. Every year I'm on tour, bro. Look, man, mess up countries like Blair and Bush. I brought energy, Bear Man took, man. Bust up mic and they stare and look. How come only a few of you do it? Cause if Grime was easy, then Bear Man would. But I don't care because Bear Man shook. They're not releasing cause Bear Man shook. Every year I'm on tour, bro. Look, man, mess up countries like Blair and Bush. I brought energy, Bear Man took, man. Bust up mic and they stare and look. How come only a few of you do it? Cause if Grime was easy, then Bear Man would. When it's Grime, nobody says who's he. I'm more legend than a Will Smith movie. Might make a bit of money with Sarah. Rinse parties, I'll be chilling with Eugene. In the back, just me and my Goonies. And fake artists begging it usually. Like, I'm trying to be like you, big. Don't Cause I don't wanna be like you, G. Girls like how you get so groovy. I drop fizzy drinks out for a smoothie. Hair soft, cause my granddad's coolie. But still gang, don't talk too loosely. I see man switch up and do a Brucey. Gotta wait and come back all bougie. I'm just out here in my tracksuit doing up good vibes with AG and Snoochie. Because Bear Man shook, they're not releasing cause Bear Man shook. Every year I'm on tour, bro. Look, man, mess up countries like Blair and Bush. I brought energy, Bear Man took, man, bust up mic and they stare and look. How come only a few of you do it? Cause if grime was easy, then Bear Man would. But I don't care because Bear Man shook. They're not releasing cause Bear Man shook. Every year I'm on tour, bro. Look, man, mess up countries like Blair and Bush. I brought energy, Bear Man took, man, bust up mic and they stare and look. How come only a few of you do it? Cause if grime was easy, then Bear Man would. Whoa, got 'em like wow. Mic check 1, 2, clear and loud. New ones and I got one from Pow. Grime may originate, jack me now. Years in the game, never followed me once. Now benefits you, you wanna add me now. X-Link's trying to track me down. But this block button's real handy now. Cause I pre this moment for time. Trust me, these MCs are not like me. Trust me, they don't care about this thing. Trust me, it's all about money with them, man. Trust me, King P money is not an ego. I look after my people here. Trust me, 10 deep and I'm still here. How many times have I gotta prove you can trust me? Because Bear Man shook, they're not releasing cause Bear Man shook. Every year I'm on tour, bro. Look, man, mess up countries like Blair and Bush. I brought energy, Bear Man took, man, bust up mic and they stare and look. How come only a few of you do it? Cause if grime was easy, then Bear Man would. But I don't care because Bear Man shook. They're not releasing cause Bear Man shook. Every year I'm on tour, bro. Look, man, mess up countries like Blair and Bush. I brought energy, Bear Man took, man, bust up mic and they stare and look. How come only a few of you do it? Cause if grime was easy, then Bear Man would.
That was P Money with Shook. Yeah, I mean, UK grime is like, it's amazing how like because I always loved like hip hop and also UK accent on top of a beat for some reason is like extra hot. But I guess it's true for everything with the UK accent. But it really like it's amazing and the scene is like insane. I think I got into it because I heard somewhere like Dave's new album. And I started listening, and like the first 5 tracks are like if I listen to them as singles, I would be like, I love this track, and it's one after the other. From his last album, we're all alone in this together, which I can play one of them right now actually. Yeah, and I heard that album and I got obsessed. And then like through that album, I started discovering kind of like the entire scene. So yeah, I think I'm gonna play. I always like bounce from favorite to favorite, so I'm not sure. Maybe I'll play In the Fire just because it's the craziest one because it has 4 features. And it doesn't say it in the album, so you just think it's like another track, and then it starts with 4 features from like Manny Meeks, I know it's Gets, it's Gigs, and then I'm forgetting one, which I will have the info afterwards, right? Manny Meeks, we'll figure it out. But yeah, so this one's In the Fire, and this is the 4th track from the We're All Alone in This Together album. This one's like kooky. This one's, the first listen is always like, what is happening right now? So yeah, take it away.
I know I got religion. I belong to the noisy crew. You see, we shout when we get happy. That's the way we Christians do. Oh,
have you been tried?
Have you been tried in that fire? I heard bullets sing higher than Mariah and Choir. Spent a lot of time trapping, now I'm trying to retire. But this shit runs in my blood and I'm the guy they require. Yeah, these guns don't bring nothing but prison and death. Still, all my niggas just admire the fire. Bro, squeeze any miss, but we admire a trial. Finesse kid, you can never lie to a liar. Fred got the fire, I fire for days. I gotta write them in my notes, they'll be igniting a page. Grinding in cold nights, putting light to the flame. Now there's no flame that can melt the ice in my chain. Yeah, I really put the ice and rice for the cane. Me and Santan, you won't see nothing like this again. That's my young boys again, on the glide with the flame. I just really hope your block came when fire escapes.
Before my entrance, I took the fire exit. Tried and tested, about 20 times arrested. 2 times guilty, no comment, I guess they guessed it. Couple times better, no forensics. This a DZ pendant, I don't need a necklace. We stay protected and connected, it's the energies I'm blessed with. And now they watching like Netflix. Had me doing next shit, trying to get rich, but what's rich? Took more losses than Boris, I sold more boxes than the post office. 21 in jail, it took me so solid. Why you think my vision's sick? I changed the game with my brain and some robotics. If you fell in my fire, you probably roast on it. Heat up the stove and put hope on it. Cause they don't care about our lives, I put my soul on it. I'm done trying to be somebody to some nobodies. I'm being so honest, and they don't know porridge.
Fire burning while I'm watching higher learning. Guns busting, tigers turning, that's a Russian and a German. That's your phone ringing, you can hear the beat. You won't be saved by the bell when you hear the screech. And it's so deep, open, ocean. There's man escaping some shells they can barely see. Me and bro raising hell, we gon' share the heat. Then put us in the same cell, we gon' share the sleep. I'm my brother's keeper, it's deeper. I'm my brother's leader, speaker. I'm the eldest, the one who had to make a name so the bells ring. So nobody would trouble my siblings in this whirlwind. My older cousin wasn't known for nothing. Never had no one I could call, but I was old in something. I'm digging deep with this tool like I'm known for plumbing. Something in your chest like it's Robitussin. Word to arseness, I burnt artists. I stood in front of all 3 dragons and heard your chorus. And now we're jumping out G-Wagons and murking parties. Man are coming out with these bangers and dirty dancing. Nobody puts baby in a corner. I uplift my girl like I'm Swayze in the water. And if it's already written, maybe I'm the author. So accustomed to the fire, I get shivers when I'm naked in the sauna. How? Many times have they mistaken me for Scorcher. I'm looking in the mirror saying, Justin, just cool us and get all downstairs and tell them just bring me water. Until gets I put something in the formula. I'm focused, I don't need to burn the kush. This is Moses speaking to the burning bush. I stood in front of the fire and learned to cook. Finished my verse and never heard a hook.
Riskiest numbers, this jungle, stick for your youngers. He's hungry, picked off the fungus. Kept humble, slipped him 100. Yeah, lived in a dungeon. Those Air Max, which nigga stung them? Can't walk in my shoes. You could be risking a bunion. The government's twisted, I cover this shift to cover this Christmas. Forget them old friends, I'm done with those pictures. They color coded, my brothers and sisters. Running with him, you're a brother but you running with him. Try accusing me of colorism. Blinded cause he look at me with tunnel vision. I was falling, but I've gone and risen. Is this nigga trusty or sideshow Bob when he's creeping on crusty? Streets keep me tussling, people disgust me. Racist disease, that shit that disgusts me. Don't touch me on the streets with a sweeper, cause the streets pretty dusty. And I've always got love for genuine people that bust me. Santan and the gang advisor, I'ma check him out, I'm an analyzer. She was calling me an antagonizer. Let me sanitize, where's the sanitizer? Just flutter by, he said, Gigs, can you handle this? He said, float like a butterfly. I bring truth, but they love a lie. Plans, I'm the man you should run and buy.
In the fire, been tried. Affected the way I've been wired inside. You can hide or glide. I could have been deported. That's the definition of a fight or flight. You can type all you like. I know about homeless, immigration. They took me from my mum's arms. Fuck a gun charge, 2 swords. I'm a Ronin, Blaszczykowski. I'm trying to score with the Polish. Pain in my eyes. Plans of me staying in a guide with a vision of this change in my life. Crimes on the rise, hate's on the rise. Feel like everything but my mum's pay's on the rise. Did you come through? That's the question. Affording a burner was never man's problem. Adoption, we couldn't find homes for the weapons. By the station, we got polls, no election. In the fire, been tested. Before I had money, it was time I invested. Nothing changed, still time I invested. Watch game delicate, Tutankhamun, there's money and skeletons. All I gotta do is point, they're gonna sever his head and tell that we're better as friends. Nights that I can't remember with some people I could never forget. Casa Cruz, it could bet in a shred. Don't make me call a young gunner on the back of a ped, slapping a lead. Civilians grabbing your friends. There's chaos on the main road, they call choppers and tents. All because of some shit that you said. I got killers with me, and they love me. They make a man's heart stop. This shit you find horrifying gets laughed off. I'm like Meeks, bro, I won't stop, can't stop. Yeah, it's kinda different when the fire's what you start from.
do your research, travel. Go really see the corners of the world that are alien to you and really do interest you. And because in due process, then you'll meet new people, and then those people will tell you new stories. Then you become a voice for the voiceless. I mean, you should ask Daniel really and truly where he goes to find himself, because I don't know anything. I'm just speculating. More importantly, for you and your family, you then get to ask the questions and answer the questions about where you were made, like where you come from, where you're going. London, Lagos, LA. The journey is the film.
Yes, so that was In the Fire by Dave from the We're All Alone in This Together album. So the order is, the person was forgetting before is the first one on the mic, which is Fredo, and then it's Money Meeks, it's Gets, it's Gigs, and then at the end Dave. Boy, that one, like, that's, I don't know, there's something about that track. Also, like, when, with the beat change, when Gets comes in, it's just so fucking good. Yeah. So let's keep this going, shall we? As always, the weird inner monologue gets slimmer as we go, and it's more music. So if you're hanging out with people, always kind of skip to the middle where I kind of gash out all the shit in my head, and then it's mostly music. So yeah, the next one's gonna be, this is Skepta, also featuring JME, and it's called That's Not Me, and this is a particularly fun one.
What you mean? Yeah. Skepta. One line flows, yeah, I got some of those. Get me, Jamie? Easy. Nah, that's not me. Act like a waste man, that's not me. Sex any girl, nah, that's not me. Lips any girl, nah, that's not me. Yeah, I used to wear Gucci, I put it all in the bin, cause that's not me. True, I used to look like you, but dressing like a mess, nah, that's not me. It's the return of the Mac. I'm still alive just like Tupac. Girls in the front row, girls in the back. Spit one lyric, everybody's like, bruh. Flashback to the cold nights in the trap. Now I'm in a new whip, counting a big stack. Yellow gold chain and the diamonds are black. Jack me, nah, you don't wanna do that. Anytime you see me wearing a glove, boy, better know I ain't come here to fight like Jet Li. Spray this till the clip is empty. I know you get what I'm saying, you get me. Love for the G's and the N's, but we don't love no girls in the ends. Last time I fell in love with a skep, but trust me, I will never do that again. Nah, that's not me. Act like a waste man, that's not me. Sex any girl, nah, that's not me. Lips any girl, nah, that's not me. Yeah, I used to wear LV, put it all in the bin, cause that's not me. True, I used to look like you, but dressing like a mess, nah, that's not me. See me, I come from the roads. Pricks wanna try and put Skepta on hold, but no. Bad boy, I've been one of those. Wake up cool, you will get one of those. One to the eyeball, one to the nose. I don't really care about your postcode. Take your girl, no dinner, no rolls. 2 minutes in my bedroom, no clothes. Girls everywhere, girls in the club. Looking at me trying to make a black man blush. Girls on the high street, girls on the bus, but these niggas wanna hang around us, that's us. I don't wanna see a Stone Island cuz man talk shit, I just smile and flush. I'm looking for a girl with the X factor, but I don't judge like Simon does.
From day one I said I was serious, then serious hit the jackpot. People ask what music I make, turn the volume up, cause that's what. I don't wear no bait designer brands, I spit deep bars in my black top. You'll never see me smoking a cigarette car, cigarette smoker, that's not me. Nah, that's not me. Nah, that's not. When I'm on a mic in a rave, I got the whole crowd bubbling like a crack pot. See me and Skepta in the video with a nostalgic backdrop. There'll never be a day when I don't make music, cause silent, nah, that's not me.
Nah, that's not me. Act like a waste man, that's not me. Sex any girl, nah, that's not me. Lips any girl, nah, that's not me. Yeah, I used to wear Gucci, I put it all in the bin, cause that's not me. True, I used to look like you, but dressing like a mess, nah, that's not me. Act like a waste man, that's not me. Sex any girl, nah, that's not me. Lips any girl, nah, that's not me. Yeah, I used to wear Gucci, I put it all in the bin, cause that's not me. True, I used to look like you, but dressing like a mess, nah, that's not me.
Nice. Yeah, so we're back. No boundaries. Some Lazy Eye updates. So the Lazy Eye podcast is also coming back. We're recording this week with Felipe and two special guests, which is going to be a lot of fun. Also, Dumb Bitch Disease podcast with Colette is also premiering. It was supposed to happen last year, but then Dumb Bitch Disease actually took over the Dumb Bitch Disease podcast and it was never released. So now we're doing next, let me think. This will come out, maybe it will have aired before this comes out because it's okay. Dumb Bitch Disease podcast coming out Friday the 12th of November. So this is probably after this. So you can find it online. Go look the Dumb Bitch up. It's worth it. And so that's exciting. Lazy Eye podcast is back. Also on the Friday the 12th, doing or have already done quite an interesting stand-up show at the Tipsy Bear, which is an iconic gay bar that does also like a lot of like drag shows and burlesque shows. So yeah, doing stand-up there with Tara Kilbride as hosting, which is going to be a fun one. Stand-up is actually going like really great in Berlin lately, doing a bunch of shows, trying to get a bit of rhythm. So yeah, maybe a couple of like stand-up clips will be uploaded to the Lazy Eye channel in the coming months. So yeah, okay, back to No Boundaries. Okay, so this one this is by JME. Last one was featuring JME. This is JME featuring Gigs, and it's called Man Don't Care.
Got a black ski mask, but I don't ski, but I snowboard, dash an MC off peak. If one of you try violate me, you get a punch in the face with my front door key. Punch in the neck with my back door key. Boxing them out with my X6 key. Box in the eye with a fob I used to log into my HSBC. Talk about banks, kill him with peas. Run up in your gal's house with two of my G's. Get the money out, put the money in his mouth, then suffocate man with about 2 G's. Suffocate man with about 4 G's. Suffocate man, then I might just breathe. I'll bury man 2 foot shallow. Ain't got time to dig 6 feet deep. These MCs and rappers wanna chat about their syllables and their multis and their similes and all that shit. Then I come through with my ABC. Girls and man are like Jamie's deep. Better pictures when they see me on street. Old school rude boy like Crazy T. All you man don't want it with me. I'm a bad rude boy MC. Say my name, JME. Nostradamus couldn't see me. Expelliarmus couldn't stop me. How could a man with a uni degree be bossing up mic and chatting his grief? Cause the music originated and will always remain in the streets. What about? Man don't care about all that. It's blotting out. Man don't care about all that. Who's not allowed? Man don't care about all that. Knock him out. Man don't care about all that.
What about? Man don't care about all that. Just drop him out. Man don't care about all that. I just crop him out. Man don't care about all that. He's forgotten about. Cause man don't care about all that. Cause I'm the most immediate. He's just an old school idiot. We doing local things, but we be them local geezers. Just look at my list of friends as he holds them up with tweezers. Yeah, man used to move that white, yeah, we be them old school dealers. She's lighting up some senses, he's lighting up amnesias. I'm about to get it started, I'm about to get amnesia. Man might have to move up film, I might have to touch Louise's. Cause at the top it's just us here, man, I had to quote Lil Reese's. Like Batman, dun it hardest. Just let me confirm it, loafers. Just have to be Hermers, burners. When bapping hit burner, furnace. I'm back at big burners, that's my spot, I'm back with that permit. Pull that pistol back and then burn it. Friday shit, I'm bapping big worm it. Excuse me, what pardon? I had to just ask him. Iron Man, the man could just stalk him. Man's like, ooh, I'm back with that margin. And then even back in that garden where the blood clot, I'm back the Dun Gargan. Started off light, I think, and then darkened. Hollow man G and me, and I'm talking. Killing with D, killing MC. Digestives, cinnamon tea. Ain't no feeling in his shoes, cause they sit on his feet. Man's down south hustling with no gold grill in his teeth.
What about? Man don't care about all that. You're blotting out. Man don't care about all that. Who's not allowed? Man don't care about all that. Knock him out. Man don't care about all that.
What about? Man don't care about all that. Just drop him out. Man don't care about all that. I just crop him out. Man don't care about all that. He's forgotten about. Cause man don't care about all that.
Man don't care. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Play cool. Yeah, nothing bad has happened this week. We're dealing with all of it, and it's gonna be fine. It's all going great, sweetie. Oh dear. No, really, it's all good. I'm having a little Negroni at my house. I've a like, you know, one of the, like those Ferrero Rocher kind of like cases that's full of them. I'm going through one of them pretty quickly. Didn't buy it, too broke to buy a Ferrero Rocher case, but one was given to me yesterday. So now I'm like trying to contain myself because I've gone through a third of it, and now I'm like, okay, let's think that we're saving this for coffee tomorrow. Let's use that pretense. Yes, so it's all going great. Negroni's nice. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna play a couple more tracks. The last two are like a little bit like more commercial, iconic ones from this year. This one is actually from Dave's album We're All on This Together, which In the Fire was also from that. So the previous track from In the Fire is Dave and Stormzy. And this one's like a fun kind of, you know, it's a little bit commercial, but you can't help but kind of love it. So this is Clash.
Jordan 4s or Jordan 1s, Rolexes got more than one. My AP costs 31 millimeters, 41. Stick him up with a stick. Need you the shorter one. You can't short me one. In a club with the shortest one. Lighty, the shortest one. On my mind, Georgia one. Crocodile bag, I bought her one. Vegan ting, I slaughter one. Freaks, I got more than one. Fuck, daddy and daughter one. Tory putting in labour, this that Jeremy Corbyn one. Awkward one, race me there. Wait, hair, tortoise one. I need a ting, 30 plus. Blackberry and Walkman ones. Look, I left my phone to my babies. Silent mode, my guys on riding mode. Zombies, survival mode. He's got a new vest, man, pop that showed no microphone. I'll ride for bro, he's next to I like typing O. The score 5-0, 6-1. For the kicks I love, 12.54 like 6-1. Babe, can't look in my mentions, that's area 51. I'm so close to my pension, my left wrist is 61. My left wrist retiring. My apprentice tryna give Alan sugar, there's no way I can. Jordan 4s or Jordan 1s, Rolexes got more than one. My AP costs 31 millimeters, 41. Stick him up with a stick. Need you the shorter one. You can't short me one. In a club with the shortest one. Lighty, the shortest one. On my mind, Georgia one. Crocodile bag, I bought her one. Vegan ting, I slaughter one. Freaks, I got more than one. Fuck, daddy and daughter one. Tory putting in labour, this that Jeremy Corbyn one.
Overrated one, most hated one. Slid round after his birthday, gave him a happy belated one. Burned that bridge, cremated one. Boo, bailiff one. Got away with murder, this that Viola Davis one. They stop and stare, watch, rare, clear, stainless one. Debate this one, hating niggas gonna hate this one. I live life on a high, might fly to the bar with the guys till the weather's been shit. I can wear a different kettle every day of the month from a different. Rollies got 21, I've been lit since 21. Girl, I need that gently one. Got Savage and Fenty one. They've got the new Aston Martin plug, could you send me one? He said no need to be renting one. Big Flex is inventing one. Cool. My bros don't chat, we just wear all black on a blending one. Man, I'm talking war, don't know about war till you ending one. The machine got sweets on a vending one. Needed a hit, could have penned in one. Cause you're pending one. She wanna go to the cinema, so we just walk downstairs. The mortgage cleared, we've overtaken all our peers. After all these years, disrespect is all I hear. I'm pep, I ball with flair. Off the set, they storm like peers. That's what I call morning tears. The man are talking there, but it's cool.
I got my things on more than good. Anytime that I walk my hood, I got the Jordan 4s and 6s. All I need now is Jordan Woods. Don't get caught for puss, don't die for nyash. We slide and crash, 16 don't write and clash, 16 don't battle rap. She got the whap and a whap. What are you thinking? Man's on simping. I buy her a car like a pair of Jordan 4s or Jordan 1s. Rolexes got more than one. My AP costs 31 millimeters, 41. Stick, him up with a stick. Need you the shorter one. You can't short me one. In a club with the shortest one. Lighty, the shortest one. On my mind, Georgia one. Crocodile bag, I bought her one. Vegan thing, I slaughter one. Freaks, I got more than one. Fuck, daddy and daughter one. Tory putting in labour, this that Jeremy Corbyn one.
So yeah, that was Clash, Iconic by Dave and Stormzy. That was the single from the album, obviously, and which was also a little bit like you weren't expecting the album because of this single, because the single was like very, like kind of commercial and kind of dancey and a little bit like a diss on Stormzy's side. And then the album is like very deep. Like a lot of the tracks are very personal and it's a little bit slower. I think I actually played the two that do not fall under that category. It also has like a couple of tracks which is not really like my style. I couldn't really relate, but it was like interesting that it had a couple of like tracks that were a little bit more I guess like African pop, but like meaning like current, and also a little bit kind of more Latin infused. It had a little bit of this kind of, last couple of years where a lot of like mainstream music has those kind of exaggerated Latin or African notes, but it's not really that. I don't know if that makes sense. So yeah, it's like a super interesting album because it goes like from super emotional and introspective to very catchy and like mainstream kind of vibe, but still like super nice and well made. And then yeah, so that was that's interesting. And okay, I think we're gonna close this episode with probably like the most successful track of the year, which is like, this is such a hit and it's so catchy and it's a little bit ridiculous at times, but I think it really delivers on what it really is, so I'm here for it. This is Body by Russ Millions and Tion Wayne, and if you haven't heard it, it's probably because you don't follow the scene at all. No, yeah, this is like my guilty pleasure one. This, like, all the other tracks, I would be like, yeah, listen to this. This one is like, I don't tell that many people. So yeah, that was No Boundaries, a show with music that knows no boundaries, with a host that clearly needs some. And yeah, let's keep in touch, stay in tune. There's a Lazy Eye podcast coming, more No Boundaries, Dumb Bitch Disease coming from the Lazy Eye networks. So yeah, this was a fun one. It's now almost 4 a.m. It's 3:45 here. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it under 1 hour this time. Wow. Look at this, I'm probably sleepy. That's why I'm not babbling on. So yeah, that was No Boundaries, you guys.
Yo. English girl named Fiona. Big bad gal named Abiola. Body yoddy shaped like cola. Back up, bring it to the owner.
I'm still up on the roads, could have left. Still chatting to my bros on the tech. Fuck that, man, I don't give a F. Where you wanna get smoked cigarette?
English girl named Fiona. African girl Adiola. Body yoddy shaped like cola. Back up, here come closer. Vida loca. High as a kite, never sober. Python, hit him with a cobra. Free up my bro Casanova. Bad man persona. Bad man alone can control her. Sorry, your sis got bent over. Pushing my hood tech anaconda. Throw back like Ed Hardy. Stay fly, I'm high like Jeff Hardy. Wet like the tsunami. Big Ross, fuck up the punani. Pum turn up, I hit that. Fuck this tip and she ball out. Bust my in the gal like. Pum wet up everything.
Yo. I got more than $1 million in savings, but you can still get shaven. If I ever get caught by the pagans, I'm my night just waving. In my best life, like I'm on Asen. With my face, love the altercation, but with my shank, that's a combination. Gal with a big back's my weakness, but when I punch, man, it's grievous. Just play back the CCTV when I banged him. My defense is Jesus. All my brothers got a ball like the Lakers. Every time I see her arch, what the fuck? Every time I see the arch, it's amazing. Me and Ross like Freddie and Jason. Man, I'm still up on the roads, could have left. Still chatting to my bros on the tech. Fuck that, man, I don't give a F. Where you wanna get smoked cigarette?
English girl named Fiona. African girl Adiola. Body yoddy shaped like cola. Back up, here come closer. My man, he's too innocent.
Free big A, he's too militant.
They mention us just to get relevant.
Rusty, you ain't come by millions.
Wizzy get Philip on any. She know us already from Keisha and Becky. Head, chest, neck, back, I don't mind belly. Armed and ready, green light, get Shelly.
Lydia citizen, hitting them, diligent, sticking them. None of my niggas are innocent. On site, man, I just stringing them. Come far, but I still finish him. Body yoddy like Megan Thee Stallion.
Russian Wizzy, that's another platinum.
Copy, ops, copy, demand them.
Pull up on who, man, bust off
man,
my
I still
Hampton.
up on the roads, could have left. Still chatting to my bros on the tech. Fuck that, man, I don't give a F. Where you wanna get smoked cigarette?
English girl named Fiona. African girl Adiola. Body yoddy shaped like cola. Back up, here come closer.
English girl named Fiona.
Big bad gal named Abiola.
Body yoddy shaped like cola.
Back up, bring it to the owner.
English girl named Fiona.
Big bad gal named Abiola.
Body yoddy shaped like cola.
Back up, bring it to the owner.
Man, I'm still up on the roads, could have left. Still chatting to my bros on the tech. Fuck that, man, I don't give a F. Where you wanna get smoked cigarette?
English girl named Fiona. African girl Adiola. Body yoddy shaped like cola. Back up, here come closer.